what's cool about me coming to you today right now, and what you didn't see coming, is that's the opening bell. But once again, even if I tell you that, guess what, kids? It ain't what you think it is. It's a stick-up. And I'm doing it with this. We're here on Joyce Street, Arlington, Virginia. And, just right on the cross street here, Army Navy Drive. And I'm posted up on the block, doing my thing. And I'm about to tell y'all what's going down and how it's happening. Oh, that was the wind that did that one. I was waiting for that as the first one, too. So good. I love nature so much. Real as fuck, right? Brought to you by the only one who could. That's why I love real divinity. Nothing like justice, baby, huh? So I'm also the lover of. What is love, though, right? Well, let me tell you guys. So, I was in the middle of my opening ceremony for the clinic, right? Reading my book, going around the entire nation's capital. When I realized this had to happen this way instead. Now I want to do that, and I want to give it to everybody for free. But naturally, right? Because nature is fair. Life might not be, but nature is, right? And nature takes priority if those things happen to butt heads. Fly. And then I have my own relationship with nature. So here's an example of that. The last thing I did reading my book was so dope, and I've got it all. But now I have to hold that. And it's okay that I do. It got so deep reading the Surah of the women. A miracle happened. And I get to serve. So what's cool is I got that on deck for anybody who thinks that this isn't bullshit. I'll also let you know, Surah 5, what I was going to do was read it to everybody while I ice skate in DC. So safety is also a factor, right? And why I'm doing things this way. And who's getting stuck up is the funniest part, right? I'm taking over the Pentagon from on the block across the street, of course. I mean, we want the government to run, right? It's funny because it's true. It's actually, right? Like, it just naturally needs to happen right now. So, like, let me just say this. It hit me so deep what happened while I read that last surah. And I've got it and all these things to show the examples of it too. And also, you now know what my potential next move could be, right? But know that, like, I need patience first, right? I need to be able to reasonably support myself in order to provide something like that. Now, I'm getting accommodations that are dope, and I'm so grateful for them. However, it's not fair, right, for me to do. I can't set an example either, right? I can't have a relationship with nature where it sets examples for me that are in balance, and for me to reciprocate that also. Therefore, I can't even coexist or live in nature unless I adhere to what's natural. And naturally, nature's going to let me know everything I need to whenever I need to. I already know it, so it doesn't even have to teach me anything. It just has to remind me what I should go over in the moment right now. So, look, we get to have a say, interact, and that's the thing. Like the lightning, right? These things, what it all is, the purpose. What's love got to do with it? Huh? How about a kiss? And what does that have to do with nature or lightning? Well, where do you think it comes from? And why do you think me being taught or matters? Or the extent of that there and of? Its reach and what I have as gifts to give reciprocally to others well. Look. A kiss is a gift that you give and receive at the exact same moment. That's the whole point of my story with the lightning. What is that purpose? What is the thunderous clap, if not an applause from nature? What is it again any of you live for? Act like what? I'm not plagiarizing from anybody, am I, sweetheart? So we're opened up. We're here on Choice Street, Army Navy block. Hard to do that with my mask, but yeah, the clinic opened up. Check it out. Boom. So yeah, what is this? Anybody read my sign? I'll post a picture. I'll post some more stuff, right? But what's happened here is the author is going to stop, right? I am really the author of that book. I'm really everything I claim to be that goes with it as well. I really did it how I say I did. I'm really the only one. I'm really the only one who atoned for us all too. Sound. I'm all good. So yeah. Life ain't a game, life is a test. Do you play well with others? I'm just the best. So here we go. Let's have some fun. But, you know, all these readings, the stuff that I do, what I'm claiming to provide you with, right? That's the point. It's like, so if I go and read my book, like I can just like shit out a bunch of magic on everyone's ass, like, you know, unknown soldier the fuck out of this whole thing. Because if you can't keep up, right? It's the same thing as why I'm Jesus, you know, like, I'm only known to God and I know myself, right? Who am I? You don't even know what kind of shit I'm sitting on deck. Magic, right? But I'm not just gonna let it go bonkers, and I'm not gonna put myself in a position where what? Like you've seen enough to know. If you want some more, I've got some more, and you know how I was planning to keep it going too. But I'll do that for free, right? You get all that if I get what? Someone to engage with me, someone to receive this service. Because this service, right, is the next step. So everybody's lucky that I'm sticking up this shit the way that I am. Because we're skipping right to the good part. Because the good part isn't even me reading to everybody my book, right? That'll just put you in a like, for me, for me, it does way more than it does for everyone else. Even though it hurts me more than it hurts all of you. Huh. But I do that, right? If I wanted to, I could just mind control the world, or worse, I could like mind control nature and more. But we all want to say, we all want to play, we all want to have fun. I want everybody to play and enjoy, right? This test I came up with, because this test is fucking good. And it's dope. So it's like, here's the deal, right? If anybody wants to hear Jesus, Allah, Christ, God, read the book that he authored from heaven. Then you're going to have to come and receive service from me first, right? And then as a person who receives that service from me, right, you've now just sponsored God to do that personally. And you've got God at your service. So what am I doing? I'm offering a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity that's better than what I was offering before. And I'm not just going to give it away. I'll give you a taste. Good at business. I'm fucking Jewish, people. And if I'm not, like... Just kidding. Just think about that, right? Huh. What just happened? Who knows, huh? Everybody wants all this mystery, all this fun. Here's a little bit of mystery, here's a little bit of fun. My shop's open up, and I'm not trying to be a dick, because like you know, this is really hard for me, but I'm trying to keep myself safe. And like, I get it. I'm not trying to cause a scene with what I'm doing, because everybody could pretend to ignore me, right? I could go through the whole thing, go around the whole place, like have this great thing, right? All it really does, right, is like it ensures that like this never has to happen like this again. Like I'll never have to fucking come down here, and everybody will have to like wait for me to naturally figure out that they want me to read my book rather than just ask me to read it to them. You know, directly, and not like with some, you know, not like with prompting techniques and tools, you know. Especially any behavior prompting techniques and tools outside of, you know, what's established and authorized as an extension of nature, rabbinically or esoterically, or both. Because it's always different. It always comes out good, you know. What's the purpose of time and all this crap anyways, right? This technology moving forward. It's like, well, maybe so I can just live. Because it's like, am I really sticking everybody up, or am I just defending my life? Right? But that's what's dope. I'm so fucking happy. This service is the best. It's the coolest thing. And that's like really the conclusion that I came to. I could come up with all sorts of different reasons for going about it like this, but it comes down to me making the service available, right? This is the good shit. This is the good shit that everyone wants. This is the ill shit right here. This is the greatest service offered to the world. So I'm not gonna fuck around, you know, and do some opening ceremony that takes, you know, that takes months to do. Even though it's really cool. I love this country and want to do it for them. I'm just gonna open up the thing, right, that supports, so I can support myself in making that available to everyone without, you know, without having to do it feeling like the accommodations and resources I have to enable me to do that are unreasonable, you know, relatively speaking, for what is available, who I am, you know. And the fact that, like, right, that this is, it's not a game. And so, like, don't you think that I know who knows? that I'm real, that I'm not lying, that I'm not making any of this up? Are we lying to ourselves that it's, you know, safer for me to pretend like I'm not? You know, because it's not this is not like, I'm not like a civil rights activist, even though like I am, right? I'm not trying, I don't want no trouble, you know? I want peace and stability and to provide everybody with happiness, because it's all good. So we're just going to make it all good. It's all good right now. So my clinic is open. My service is offered. It's the focus of my practice. So, you know, this is, as much as it is what I've been waiting for, it's really what everybody else has been waiting for too. This is the future. Right here, right now. And I'm holding it. And I'm not giving it up. So if anybody wants to live in the now, right? Because right now, I have a hold of the future. Which means the only thing available to everyone is a path that's fleeting forward. So think about that. My taking the time to read my book, right? I just draw that out. How selfish would that have been? How selfless is it for me to stick you up? Talk about righteousness, right? I'm just. And this is what makes this so fun, right? According to everything everyone's set up, it's still, no matter what, will always be unknown. But that's the point that I've also been trying to make, right? Love. When you make something or conceptualize it even and bring it to life as a part of your heritage and culture and story to tell and to share and to inspire the children with, like an unknown soldier. Is only known by God. I mean, that primarily has to be God, and only could be God, for that to be like safe, for that to be. And that's what I'm talking about, right? For it to be fucking cool, how about? You know what I mean? What's the difference between a begotten soldier and a begotten son? So I'm trying to relate to you guys, right? I'm trying to give you what you want. And I made the, you know, this is so good. And that's the opening bell. Welcome